In an unnamed Victorian town, Victor Van Dort, the son of nouveau riche fish merchants, and Victoria Aviglot, the neglected and unloved daughter of impoverished aristocrats, prepare for their arranged marriage, which will simultaneously raise the social class of Victor's parents and restore the wealth of Victoria family according to plan. Although they fall in love instantly, the nervous Victor ruins their wedding rehearsal by forgetting his vows and accidentally setting Lady Aviglot's dress on fire. Fleeing to a nearby forest, he rehearses his vows with a tree and places his wedding ring on an upturned root. However, the root is revealed to be the finger of a dead woman named Emily, who rises from the grave claiming that she is now Victor's wife, and spirits him away to the land of the dead. During his time with her, Victor learns that Emily was murdered years ago on the night of her elopement by an unnamed perpetrator, and he stole the family jewels and bag of gold she had brought remains of the day. Emily reunites Victor with his long-dead dog, Scraps, and they bond. Desperate to return to Victoria, Victor tricks Emily into returning them to the land of the living by claiming he wants her to meet his parents. Emily brings Victor to see Elder Goodneck, the kindly ruler of the underworld, who grants them temporary passage. Victor, feeling guilty for tricking Emily, asks the bride to wait in the forest. He successfully reunites with Victoria and confesses his wish to marry her as soon as possible. Before the pair can share a kiss, Emily discovers them and, feeling betrayed and hurt, drags Victor back to the land of the dead, tears to shed. Victoria quickly tries to tell her parents of Victor's situation, but neither believes her and they assume he has left her. Against her will, Victoria Aviglot parents decide to marry her to a presumed wealthy visitor named Lord Bacchus Bitten, who appeared at the wedding hour. Rehearsal and explained to them that tragedy could have taken his original bride away from him. After reconciling with Emily, Victor learns of Victoria impending marriage to Bacchus from his family's newly deceased coachman. Upset over this news, Victor decides to marry Emily, learning that this will require him to repeat his wedding vows in the land of the living and drink a deadly poison in order to join her in death. The dead swiftly prepare for the ceremony and head upstairs, the wedding song, where the town erupts into a temporary panic upon their arrival until the townspeople recognizes their departed loved ones and joyously reunite. The chaos causes a panicked and jealous Bacchus to expose his own poor financial standing and his intentions to marry Victoria only for her supposed wealth, leading her to reject him. Victoria follows everyone to Victor and Emily's wedding as Victor completes his vows and prepares to drink the poison, only for Emily to stop him when she realizes she is denying Victoria her chance to live happily with him. Just as Emily reunites Victor and Victoria, Bacchus arrives to kidnap Victoria. Emily recognizes him as her previous fiancé and reveals he was also her murderer. Victor duels with Bacchus to protect Victoria, and Emily intervenes to save Victor's life. Bacchus mockingly toasts Emily for dying unwed and unwittingly drinks the poison that Victor nearly took, causing him to die and allowing the dead, who cannot interfere in the affairs of the living, to take retribution against him for his crimes. Emily, now freed from her torment, is Victor of his vow to marry her and returns his ring, allowing him to marry Victoria, to whom she throws her wedding bouquet. As she steps into the moonlight, she fades away into hundreds of butterflies and flies into the sky, finding peace, as Victor and Victoria watch and embrace.